Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to another beautiful reading. Now, as you've probably noticed, there's been more readings this week than last week, and last week had more readings than the week before that. There is a reason. I wanted to start adding more messages going out there, spiritual messages to everyone, because, well, that's my goal in life. I'm sorry if I sound a little bit up and happy, but I've been speaking with a few people from the channel, some members as well. I do speak to some of you, and I think I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. I love getting feedback from you. It really feels good. I feel like I'm connecting. You have to realize a lot of the time I get in, spirit is here anyway. They make me feel really high, if anybody knows how high feels. They make me feel really great with the spiritual energy and stuff, but sometimes it feels like I am speaking on a platform, and there's not a lot coming back, as in comments, like I don't get a lot. And when I get 2 or 3 different subscribers or members talking to me in a week, I feel like, oh my God, this is so wonderful. I feel surrounded, because I really pick and choose a lot of the people that I let in energy wise. And some of you are brilliant. Well, all of you are brilliant, but some of you are really brilliant, I have to add, okay? And if you're going, is that me? Is she talking about me? Am I one of the brilliant ones? Absolutely. So there you go. Some of you share some insight, ideas, certain videos and stuff, and we go back and forth, which is beautiful. I'm very grateful. So I wanted to add that I really appreciate those of you who go above and beyond. Okay. Some of you are also sharing on your own platforms. And I do, when I get the time, I try, but I'm very busy here and I have so much to do. So I try to support. I know I'm bad at it, probably worse than I would want to be, but time is so, I need more hours in a day, right? So, but know that my support is spiritually there for you in my heart. When I can, I go in and, I put a like here, there, whatever I can do, okay? So, having said all of this, which took up like 3 minutes, it's just sending love out there, I'm going to go into Surrender to Drama. This is the first card that came out, and I thought, oh, and then one of the last cards that came out was the Knight of Cups, which he is my drama prince. I mean, he's the knight. He's king of drama. Along with, this is the Princess of Swords, which is the Page of Swords. Same, okay? These are the dramatic people in my tarot deck. And I say my tarot deck because for some of you, when you learn tarot, you place different meanings and understandings. But for me, he's a love him and leave him. He's a, usually in love readings, oh, a very passionate man is going to show up. That's why they show him with flowers and the white horse and the setting for the love letter and the wine. And to me, he's just a big, what do you call it, gas bag of love him now and leave him immediately after. So he's not my favorite. I like deep, long-lasting love. I do love, I spent my youth wishing for somebody like him. Like that would, take my breath away, and then quickly understood that is great for a minute. It's not great for a lifetime. So while I love passionate moments, I can create my own. Really, I can do this. I can create passion in my life. I'm very good at it. I'm a Pisces. I can do this. I can bring somebody into my life and give them the passion and ignite theirs. I know how to do this. So I don't need to have somebody come in, whoosh it in and whoosh it out. So he has become my drama queen or king, if you want to call it, in the tarot deck. He's the kind of person who comes in, makes all these beautiful promises, well, I will love you forever, and is gone the next day. Drama, drama, drama. The next one, the Princess, or the Page of Swords, that's a blowhard. Actually, I honestly have to tell you, it's somebody who sounds like they know what they're saying, but they're actually, they kind of lack the experience or all of the knowledge that is required. So they come up with fantastic idea. If you need this person to infuse you with that kind of like great communication skills with and mental skills, is great. Okay, they're very clever. They have great ideas. They can be very mentally active, but they're very talkative, restless. They're too generous about the truth. They can get very gossipy, and they can talk you out of things or their way out of things. That's the way I always seen the Page of Swords, because they're new. It's the beginning, but it's the beginning of something with a voice that maybe could get you in trouble. Okay, so I figured that they're bringing this in as examples of things to kind of avoid. Okay, to kind of avoid your own and others, because you can cause this to yourself. This you can bring in all by yourself. You can bring in this person and this person inside of you. I can be this drama queen. Oh yes, I can. I have been. Oh yes, I can. As a Pisces, I've done it. Absolutely. Oh yes. And this as well. I have talked myself out of things. I've made myself believe things from conditioning, which is a fascinating conversation that I just had with somebody about conditioning. Okay, I've been really studying this, because we do have an autopilot, right? We have conditioning that's been put in us. It's the way it's been described is like a computer, right? And the hardware is in there, right? Just like driving, right? Sometimes you can be driving, you don't even know how you reach that. It's conditioned. It's something that you just, it's in the hardware. It's in the hard drive. So you default to it. And I've been talking about that for years. You default to that constantly. It is so hard to deprogram that stuff. It is possible, but you've got to constantly be trying to, update it. So we're going to look at this. Surrender to drama. No matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly. So their example here is stay centered. Stay focused. You're going to say, well, Jane, how do I do this? How do I stay focused? Well, the next card that came out was New Beginnings. I like that. I love that. So they're going to give you some food for thought. Stuff that you can kind of sponge in. Hopefully if you're younger, it'll be easier to sponge the information. If you're older, you might have to write it down or repeat it to yourself. It is what it is, right? I'm at this point. So sometimes I have to do these readings for everyone and then watch these readings again and take notes, right? New beginnings. Everything in life is constantly vibrating and moving, and therefore continuously changing and evolving. Be aware that a new beginning is on the horizon. Have courage and faith, because right now life is trying to nudge you forward and move you in a new direction. The reason that I feel this is the Fool is the card that came out right after is the Magician in reverse. So if you go through the major arcana, it's the Fool, Magician. But the Magician is like this. So there's a new beginning. There's twofold with this. This is the Fool. This is a new beginning where you're trusting the universe and you're staying open to the possibilities and the surprises that it has to offer. If you don't make it dramatic or talk yourself out of it, these are going to come back. Okay, because sometimes fear is the okay. Fear is the thing. And it's worse if you've tried something and failed, or feel you failed at it, or it didn't work out the way you wanted, then that fear of failure comes in. And those two words, I wish we could just blow them up. Because fear, most of our fears are unfounded. Most of our fear are based on conditioned responses of things that have happened before. And failure is really not a word. Okay? And I'm going to repeat this because this is something that I saw Wayne Dyer say, and I love this, okay? I keep repeating it, but it's because I feel, well, first of all, I keep forgetting about it, okay? And it says failure is an illusion. No one fails at anything. Everything you do produces a result. You don't fail at anything. You just get a different result. And maybe we should just write that. You don't fail. You just produce a result. Okay? It may not be the ultimate result, but it's a result. It's not a fail. You only fail when you don't produce anything, when nothing happens. So, we go forward. We're going forward in this new, and the Magician is in the reverse, so it's not in the magic stage, it's in the I'm trusting the universe to take me stage. The second meaning that I was talking about, the Magician, is about having your power taken away. When you see it in reverse, the Magician is having your power turned away from you. You're not using your power, it's been stolen from you, or whatever you want to call it. And these cards come into play again. Here's those cards. Don't take your personal power away. You want to turn your wishes into reality. You want to work at that more than anything else. More than anything else. Okay? I'm going to say fall in love with your life. Because the other part of what I watched in the video, they say when you fall in love, you feel great. You feel wonderful. Why? Because you're in a present moment. You're not in fear of anything, you're just in love. You're right in the moment. You're looking at somebody's face. You're looking at their eyes. You're in love with them. Right now, right at this moment, there's no past, there's no future, there's just right now. You're right here. In the present moment. That's another thing I keep saying. Be in the present moment. Fall in love with your life so you can be in a present moment. How's that? How's that for a message? Fall in love with the idea of trusting the universe. When you fall in love, you do this guy. You do the fool. That's why they say people who are in love are fools. Why? Because they're trusting that this is going to be it. This is going to be the relationship. This is going to be the person that they can invest everything into. Well, fall in love with yourself. Fall in love with your life. Not just people. You're going to say, Jane, how do I fall in love with washing a toilet? Well, fall in love with the whiteness of the toilet. Well, unless your toilet's not white. If it's blue, that's cool. If it's purple, even better. Does anybody have a purple toilet? That would be cool. Totally unrelated. But fall in love with the color of your toilet. How white it gets. How pretty, how clean, how pristine. How it smells. Oh, this smells great. I feel like I could sit on this throne and enjoy my go. Whatever. I don't care. Fall in love with the moment. Fall in love with a clean space. Fall in love with your environment. Create that environment. Fall in love with creating that environment if it's not the way you want it. Know that you can change anything to create the mood you want to be in. The mood where you're in love with yourself, you're in love with your environment, and then in love with someone or everyone. And as soon as you do that, you're in love with the present moment. You're not focused on the past. You're not going, well, all of that went wrong and I was afraid and blah, blah. And then the next guy, I don't know where I'm going in the future. How am I going to make $20 million? You don't care. You're living in a happy moment of right now. Right now. A toilet makes you happy. A napkin makes you happy. You can see a napkin with, when the Christmas napkins came out last month, and they had like little Christmas balls on them. And I know that sounds terrible, but Christmas tree balls on them, all different colors. That's so beautiful. I could sit there and look at that. Somebody's going, what are you looking at? I'm looking at this napkin. Really? What is it? Oh, look, it's got all these... Look at the way they designed it. It's so pretty. It's holiday-y. It makes me feel warm inside. I like it. And you have somebody else looking at a napkin. Then people are going, what are they looking at? They're looking at a stupid napkin. Yes, and we're happy about it. We're not wondering, oh, I wonder if everything's going to be okay. Who else is going to cut me off at the store? Am I going to be able to get turkey on time? All of that stuff, it went away. Why? Because we were in the present moment looking at some dopey Christmas napkins that made us happy. Make everything in your life happy. From the coffee you drink, from that first sip that you always enjoy every morning, take a moment to enjoy it. Truly, don't skip over stuff. Don't let your mind railroad you into thinking of other things. Make everything a beautiful jumping off full moment of love. So yeah, the 3, I love it. The 3 is telling me tiny steps. This is launching into this. This is what we're going to be working on this year. Everything, and I'm not saying don't have plans. Have plans. But as you're bringing your plans to life, enjoy the moments of the planning, of the doing, and enjoy every step. What is she doing? She's looking at those ships, and what she's doing, she's going, oh, there's ships. They're coming. They're coming here. I'm excited. They're coming here. I'm excited right now just to look at them. They're not here, but I see them, and it's making me feel good, and I feel good right now. This is what's happening. She is launching into her excitement. She can't wait for the next moment. But she's happy with right now. She's happy with the sights, the view. She's seeing what's there. I'm abundant. My ships are here. They're not here, but they're here. I'm launching. This is me taking that step. Right? I have no expectation for the next step. But I'm really excited about it. That's what's happening. No more loneliness, okay? The brain can send you into spirals of loneliness, sadness, making you feel like, oh, what is going on? Why is it happening? What's going on with this? Before I go, I'm going to read the New Beginnings card here that came in because it has a little blurb here. And this can have profound effect on your future, is what I say. It's how to start over, seize the opportunity, and create new beginnings. And that's what I feel, that this is what this message is. Create new beginnings. Create new beginnings for you. Okay? You may well be saying, I can't do this. It's not the right time. I'm too old to start over again. But Spirit wants you to know that there's no such thing. You can make changes. You can discard old legacies that held you back and purge and choose what you want moving forward. Fall in love with your life. Wake up in the morning and be excited. Say, I wonder what life has in store for me today. I wonder what life has in store for me today. And say it in an excited view. Not a, oh, I don't know what life has in store for me. I can't wait to see what life has in store for me today. Okay? And put a sense of excitement. Okay. Doing nothing is not an option. That's when failure. That's when you can use that word. I'm going to tell you, that's when you can use that word, failure. Not only failure, you can add in the word regret. Because trust me, as a person who's been around for a while, although I have decided this year, just a little à côté, I have decided this year that from the age 50, I started going backwards. So I had to do some calculating. But in this year, 2025, in February, I'm going to be 47. 47, no. Yes? No. 46. I'm going to have to get used to it. I am going backwards. I hit 50 and I decided that I'm going to do some backwards. Yep. I'm going to be 46 in February. Yes, yes, yes. You know why I want to do that? Do you know why I want to do that? I'm going to tell you why. Because aging, that number, when you age, you start associating with doing less. And I never want to associate my age with less. I want to associate my age with more. So if I start going backwards, I'm getting younger, I can do more. You know, there is a means to my madness. Yeah. Oh yeah. I've told my family about it. They just nod. Isn't it wonderful when you have people who just let you be the fun cuckoo that you are? I love it. I love it. Okay, so, like I said, doing nothing is not an option. That's when you fail. Not only that, you have regret. Regret is oh, it's a killer. To look back and go, oh, I didn't do nothing. And I could have missed opportunity. No. It's so terrible. I have a few of those. I don't want any more. I don't want any more. New beginnings can be orchestrated at any time of your life. It's a beautiful way of resetting your own private stage with the props you want, the backdrop you want, to create the perfect set for the next stage of your life. This is a visual way of starting the process of change. During this time, don't be alarmed if you feel lost or even confused. Sometimes it does take a drastic life change to truly begin living. And these two cards will come in too, because they're going to make you feel these. It's the Page of Swords is going to make you feel like you know everything when you don't. And the Knight of Cups is going to make you feel very passionate about something and then fear it. Because you're going, oh, I need this. And then it's like, oh, but do I? What? Huh? Be careful of those. Be careful of those. It brings in emotional bursts, if you want, if you will. Okay? So I love the New Beginnings card. So what is this? I'm trying to see, what is this? What is this? Is that like a picture, a negative? I would love to unpack this picture. But this is definitely the Tree of Life. And this is like a hand holding back. I don't know. I'd have to look. Let me know in the comments what you think this represents, this card. Could this even be a sign language sign? I know I started looking at sign language, but I'm not sure if it is. I don't think so. Could be. It was very interesting. Okay, so next card that we're going to look at is Divinity. I think this is the most important one of all. This is just saying that you are perfect just the way you are. And I have a quote from my favorite, one of my favorite authors, O-T-T-E-R, no, author. I'm so sorry. Okay, the two most important days in your life are the day you were born and the day you find out why. Mark Twain. The day you find out why. It's so beautiful, heartfelt, and just that day brought me to tears. That day brought me to tears. I'm still fulfilling what I'm here to do. And I hope to always have the opportunity to do it because I feel whole. You know, I'm going to tell you, it makes you feel like a whole person. You do it for nothing. You do it every day for absolutely nothing. You'd do it if you were on the street. And I'd do this, I'd be probably carrying decks. I'd be a bag lady with decks in my bag and telling people, hi, do you want me to help you? I would love to do this. Every human born in existence is divinity given human form. Remember that. Remember that. You are divine. Oftentimes we forget this fact and find ourselves in the mercy of doubt and criticism, and our self-criticism the worst. Your divine self is perfectly ample, rounded, whole, full. Without trying, barefaced and naked, when everything has been stripped away and you stand broken, you know that in this moment you are enough. And that's funny that I just read that because it's That's what I basically said. I could be in the street with nothing but the clothes on my back and a few decks, because of course I need my decks. And I would feel enough. I would feel whole, especially if I was helping someone, right? Realize with absolute certainty that your divine self, complete with all your perceived flaws, imperfections, and shortcomings, can never be enough. But who you are is enough. Your perceived flaws and imperfection and shortcomings can never be. You're perceived. Here's that word again. When I change the way I look at things, the things I look at change. When I change the way I look at things, the things I look at change. Perceived flaws, imperfection, shortcomings can never be enough. You won't be enough. You're going to be here. My apologies. You're going to be right there. But it came in reverse. You're not here. That's not where you are. Okay? You are enough. Stop engineering your outward appearance as one of perfection. Stop feeding into the endless rhetoric of toxic comparison. All the while allowing your self-worth to plummet. Everything you are and everything you will be has always be perfect. That is one of the biggest things. We work towards perfection. I work towards getting better, being better, doing better. That's drama. We're back to here. You're back to drama. We are liberating ourselves from that this year. We are completely liberating. If you're here, you're liberating yourself from this toxic kind of energy. You're getting rid of it. No more. No more toxic energy. Today is the first day of the beginning of your life. And I totally stole that from someone, I'm sure. Today is the first day to the beginning of your new life. The day where you begin looking at everything as an opportunity to shine, to do better, to do more. You can help yourself. You can find solutions to almost anything. And when I say almost anything, I mean almost anything. You can. You don't need to survive life. This doesn't need to be a survival skill. And what a depressing way of looking at our journey here as going, I'm going to survive. Woe is me. No, you could punch through life. You can have a good life, and you're going to tell me, yeah, but what if I hate my job? That can be fixed. I know it feels like it can't, but it can. You can make every day the best day that you can, and then you can change your situation. You say, well, I'll never find a job that makes that much money. You can change the way you live. Sometimes we're bleeding money because we watch things, we think we need all kinds of things, and all we really need is to find the true things that make us happy. And in the present moment, you will find what makes you happy. And you might be surprised that it's a lot less than what you think. And even with that, if you're still not convinced that you can find security, you can find other people to help you live through life. Nobody says that you have to live somewhere by yourself. And even if you're not a terribly social person, you can get other people who are like you. It takes work. It takes dedication. It takes a little forethought, a little planning. But you can set yourself on the road to success and live the happiest present moment life than you've ever had. You just need to think outside the box. Sometimes you find yourself put in a box and then you feel constrained. You can break outside the box. I've done it a million trillion times. from the worst things that have happened to me to the less worst things that have happened to me. And you can do it too. It's easy to sit and complain. I could write comment sections all day. This happened to me. Oh, I know. Oh, woe is me. Oh, wow. Oh. Oh, yeah. Well, you haven't had that happen to you. A lot has happened to me. A lot has happened to me. A lot. And I'm not going to go atrocious, terrible things. Terrible things. And here I am thriving. Happier than a pig in crap. How did I manage? Why am I different? Maybe that should be the question. Why after sexual abuse as a child? Why after losing a child? Is this woman so damn happy? Because it's a choice. It's a choice. Experiences happen to all of us. I learned this very early when I thought I was a victim. I heard other people feeling like victims and realized we all have stories, big or small, medium, large. We all have stories that have affected us to the very core of our beings, have conditioned us to respond in trauma responses. But you know what? You can turn around and say, I'm a survivor, like I used to say all the time. I've survived life. Or you can thrive. And I'd much rather thrive. I don't want to survive my life. I want to experience it. There were moments that brought extensive wisdom. Moments of experiences that took my breath away. But there was always something to be known. Always something to be learned. And if I can take it and use it and help others and myself and thrive, give that to me every day. I'd rather be that person than the past person I was any day. We only have one life to live. We have a multitude of choices that we can do with this life. I want to enjoy it, and I hope that you do too. I want to make this day, the best day and the only day for today. Every moment a moment, important, meaningful, and present. I'm here to help you with that through my life experiences, through the help of guidance from Spirit. And I'm glad that you're here. And let me know in the comments if you're ready for this journey in 2025. Are you ready for it? Have you been working hard towards it? Do you feel that your life has been contributing to your learning experiences? Are you going to use it in your everyday to make the best life you can live? I'd love to hear from you. I'm sending you a lot of love, light, and blessings. This is your last reading of the week. Now, on Sundays, I do for my Pisces, because this is a Pisces. This was just a Pisces channel. Now I've expanded it to everybody. But on Sunday, it's for you, my Pisces, my fishies. It's your weekly. And then I post many more videos, spiritual advice, guidance, to help you, to empower you, to make you the best that you can be. Thank you so much. My name is Jane, and I'm a spiritual coach. Take care of yourself. Bye for now.